As Congress and the General Assemblies in Iowa and Illinois return to work, the Quad Cities Chamber is releasing its 2021 regional advocacy priorities, this year's. The Chamber advocates for public policies at the local, state, and also federal level to enhance our region's economic competitiveness, increase investments, and also benefit its members and regional economy. Here to tell us more about the issues they have on their radar for this year is the Chamber's Director of Government Affairs, Jake Ford. Jake, good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Ann.
Let's talk about what the Chamber is doing. Every single year you release your annual list of priorities, and 2021 isn't any different. So how do you know what is important for this year, and what are the top priorities for 2021, 1 year after COVID, even though we're still in the pandemic?
Sure. Well, Ann, we're proud to serve as the voice for our regional business community, so the Chamber's priorities really are member-driven. We provide regular opportunities for our members to give input on legislative issues, and they come to us with issues they're seeing. So we use surveys, petitions, and our Regional Advocacy Action Center to kind of keep our finger on the pulse of what's happening and then elevate those issues that many members are talking to us about to take those to decision makers, whether it's in Des Moines, Springfield, or DC, to make sure it's on the radar, and we're kind of that tool that businesses use to make sure their voice is heard.
You know, the saying is, if you build it, they will come. And so many businesses were hurt by the pandemic. So what is the outcome or the growth looking like for new businesses and the businesses already in existence in both Illinois and Iowa and the Quad Cities?
We've done a great amount of work just advocating for businesses during COVID-19, but also making sure that they know what's happening, that they are aware of resources in both states and through federal relief. So they're applying for these things so they can keep their head above water as they're trying to dig out from COVID-19. And especially on the Illinois side, we've seen mitigations rolled back now, so businesses are beginning to reopen a bit. We haven't seen a ton close permanently. Some have closed their doors just to try to get through. So each business is a little bit different. So we're trying to provide needs wherever that business may be asking us for it, whether that's assistance or writing letters to Congress, getting them in the same room as decision makers. We want to come out of this stronger. We think the Quad Cities is well positioned to come out of this and be able to thrive. So we're trying to grow our workforce. We're trying to keep students, apprentices, young folks here. We want them to know the Quad Cities is a place that they can spend time. And we're also trying to support programs like Future Ready Iowa and other programs that really put an emphasis on protecting incentives so that businesses are getting a little bit more help as soon as they exit COVID-19.
Are you the place to go to? I mean, do we see another round of PPP loans coming out or small business loans coming out?
Sure. So President Biden has absolutely said that there'll be another package coming out. I think negotiations on that are ongoing. I think you can certainly come to the Chamber. We're ready as soon as that package gets delivered. Our communications team is great at just getting the word out the door so businesses are first in line to apply for those things and they know all the requirements they have to meet. But I'd certainly suspect in 2021 we'll see some more relief provided through Congress and hopefully state legislatures as well.
Yeah, we'll tune in and we'll keep posted. I know that the now President Joe Biden has said that is a top priority for him. Before we let you go, Jake, let's talk about the decades-long effort to bring passenger rail. We're talking about service from the Quad Cities to Chicago. It has been delayed and delayed. Is there an update with this?
Well, I don't know the last update you got, but I can tell you we're close to the finish line. We're waiting on the Illinois Department of Transportation and the Iowa Interstate Railroad to hammer out these last few details, and then we think we should be good to go. We're not involved in those conversations, but we're pestering the Illinois Department of Transportation every chance we get to give us an update. So we are very hopeful. We think a final agreement is right down in the close months here. So hopefully we'll see that before 2021 is over, that we've made some progress there.
All right, if we're at the finish line, as you're saying, we're seeing a lot of progress. When can we see fruition? When can we actually see work being done? Next year, 2022?
I'd love to give you that answer, Ann. Unfortunately, we're not in the room kind of getting this final negotiation done, so we're kind of with you. We're waiting to see when those final details can come out. We can put shovels in dirt and start laying some rail from Chicago to the QC.
All right, Jake, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Ann.
If you missed any of this interview, we will have it all right there at ourquadcities.com.